जय
प्रभुपाद की
जय।
ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त भक्तकाञ्चना गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी कृष्णानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 Let's together chant. नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरभुषे नमः। नमो सेवाय गौब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशकारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हुकुम करो कि वाचालं पंगुमंगायते गिरिकृपहतमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम् ओम पवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षः सहभ्याभ्यान्तरं शुचि श्रीविष्णु श्रीविष्णु श्रीविष्णु। That I was seeing my own recording, it's like a glow behind me. I'm not that kind of pure person to have a glow. So I wanted to remove the artificial glow. So Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam to all Prabhujis and Matajis because of your prayers and blessings and back. Because for some of you who don't know where I was in Govardhaniko village for a 10 days camp. 10 days camp. I was surrounded by wonderful Vaishnavas, 49 Vaishnavas from all over the world, from Netherlands, from Sweden, Switzerland, from US there were many. And it was an unbelievable experience.
We were missing you too.
I was too humbled. I was missing you.
We are all missing you.
Yeah, but for me, there is a lot to share. Manish Prabhu wrote, today I'm going to share a lot of things, but I'm too overwhelmed to share. There's so many things that happened there. The most dear thing that happened to me is after many years of my initiation, I hugged my spiritual master. I didn't tell that he hugged me, but I took the opportunity. I'm not that pure that he will hug me, but it was yeah, he hugged me because I was hugging him. Anyway, so it was nice. I took darshan. Never I actually spent any time close, in any close proximity, but Krishna gave me that opportunity and I took full advantage of it. Yeah, I took darshan. Of my Gurudev every day. That itself was something extraordinary for me. Few words we spoke first time in my life. Conversation, a little conversation. I'll share some other time what I spoke. And many desires I had to hear his lecture in Chopati, which is where he started in India, and today I could do that. I was in Chopati, spiritual master was right on the dais and he was giving the class. The whole scene was like a dream come true. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and several other devotees, several very senior devotees. There was also Bhakti Vaishnava Ashram Maharaj in the same campus. All the days he was there. I took his blessings. He came here, remember? Yes. He gave the lecture, beautiful Hindi lecture again. Yeah. He was there. He recognized me, and he also gave me a hug on my birthday. Oh, Hare Krishna. Did you keep any cake or you all ate in my name? Thoda, no? Just kidding. Then there was Chandramouli Swami Maharaj, unbelievable Vaishnava, and I took his blessings also. And he asked me to dance. I told him I'm from software. Then he said, okay, no problem. You can stay there. You can dance with your mind. Then he danced like anything. I don't know how many of you have seen Chandramouli Swami Maharaj dancing. You can't see because he dances so fast. Unbelievable. Such a wonderful. And I met a lot of disciples of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. A lot of them coming from Punjabi Bagh, from Ghaziabad, a devotee from Jagdish Shyam Prabhu from Gaya. I learned all the 48 names that I read. Yeah, in 10 days, I made sure that I'm going to each one of them and I was talking to them and they were telling me what they did. I was introducing myself. Uh, they definitely know Gachivari Satsang. And I invited them on, please come and tell us what you're doing, how we can learn from you. It's a very nice experience. And today morning was a wonderful Bhagavatam class, and His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj was glorified. Almost the whole class was about him only at the end. How we should be determined to serve. We'll discuss about that. There is so much to share. I have a whole booklet. They gave me a notepad booklet to write notes. So it is filled both directions, everywhere. This is going on and on. And so many senior Vaishnavas gave classes. My prayer sitting there was, I want each one of you to join that college someday and experience what I had seen. That was my sincere prayer. Yeah, each one of you, every day. Why not? You're all serving so nicely. Yeah, it's called the GVC College. So don't look at me that I'm a GVC or anything. I'll never become one. But what ISKCON wants, Srila Prabhupada wanted well-educated, dynamic, strong, determined leaders to serve the movement. And this was started in 2016 by His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, Jayavadaga Swami Maharaj, Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj himself. He stayed through the camp and he started, facilitated by entire GVC. So it's a great initiative. It's a wonderful initiative, which when I was hearing the classes, I was just remembering each one of you at different times. What if Praveen Prabhu would have been here? What if Subhara Prabhu would have been here? What if, really, Dasraj Prabhu would have been here, Prasad Prabhu, Udayanand Prabhu would have been here. Yes. And that is how it should be. And there will be batches. They are selected and nominated people. I don't know how. Some mistakes happen sometimes. I was part of that group somehow. But my roommate was His Grace Madhav Gopinath Prabhu. So that was another unbelievable time I had. Practically all the time I was with Prabhuji. And very realized soul. Very much in Sattva-guna. I am in Raja-guna. So he was tolerating me, my activities, my snoring, everything. Yeah. So 10 days was a too long time. We really felt so much going on. Every morning would start at 4:30 in the morning. First day I went for the Mangalarti. I got all that congestion and everything because it was really cold. And I did not take the jacket. I thought GE means it will be hot. I just went like that. And then I understood. So first day, then second, third, fourth, I did not go for the. So the only place in entire ISKCON where in a single premises there are two temples. Right? So there is Radha Vrindavan Bihari and there is Radha Madan Mohan. So Radha Madan Mohan temple also on Mangalarti happens at 5:15. So I started going for Radha Madan Mohan Mangalarti and they sing Vibhavari Sesha for Mangalarti. Yeah, beautiful. Hare Krishna. And someday I'll tell the whole pastime of how the Madan Mohan deities came. It's explained by one Prabhuji how they came. It's not like just they were here and something. And then there was Yamuna. So in the morning, then we had Bhagavatam class every day. So we all used to sit down in circles every day. Almost 6 out of 10 days I chanted in congregation. 4 days too much cold. So I didn't go out. Intense chanting. Every single name, just looking at each other, how they were sitting and chanting. No gossip, no mobile, no nothing. Just sit straight, finish your 16 rounds. And then the whole remaining day do additional rounds. No chit chat, no politics, no Bollywood, no YouTube for 10 days. No YouTube. Yeah. No YouTube. Krishna's grace. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Only Bangladesh incident happened, so we watched a little bit of YouTube because we even discussed. Because Gaurang Prabhu was there, he gave lectures. Yeah, and I personally discussed so many things with Prabhuji. He's a GVC, an acting GVC. Yeah? Gaurang Prabhu, yeah. And yeah, so then there were classes starting at, so we had breakfast, I put on 5 kgs while I'm there because literally, like morning, breakfast, lunch, dinner was extraordinary menu, right? And my servant of my tongue, I could not stop. After 9 days of feeding all of us, on the 10th day they took us on GU tour. And they told whatever you leave after eating becomes manure and goes to all this garden. So I told I contributed a lot. We all were joking. Somewhere we did, but amazing, self-reliant plant and all they made. How they filter the water and it was there is wonderful Prabhuji named Shankaranand Prabhu. He was one of my inspiring speakers in my initial days in America. His wife Govinda Premataji. I never knew her much, but she's the vice president of the GVC college. The way she was conducting it, everybody have to sit on dot of time. Dot. 10 o'clock the lectures will start. 9:59 the door will be closed. And if you don't attend the session, you will not get the certificate. You will have to come back next year and attend the session. Can you believe it? Even a single session can't be missed. Can't be missed. There is no discussion about it. Last day, actually I wanted to come yesterday night. Today morning I wanted to take class in Krishi. And today evening here, I told one class I'll miss Mataji. She said, yeah, you can. No problem. Next year come again. Some mercy. No mercy. Because so much has been invested with them. 50 people, accommodation, the Shadam, everything taken care by ISKCON. Right? And all speakers coming from Singapore, from other countries, called to give sessions, and very esteemed speakers. Some of them I never knew they were part of ISKCON. The last speaker was Padmalochan Prabhu. He is a certified professor. He is a professor in Harvard and a certified motivation speaker around the world. Lives in Singapore. Last 25 years in the profession. He took 4 sessions. Can you imagine the impact, the kind of case studies, and it was not just devotion as a devotion, but very different. But the whole focus was given. And this is the 7th batch, I believe, of GVC College. 7th batch. And all the previous batches, many of them are doing very good roles around the world. Right? So the goal is to have, when the movement will go to all town and villages, they need so many leaders, but well-trained leaders. Movement has suffered a lot because of untrained leaders. It's not a place where you want to keep up my favorite people, your favorite people. It has to be the people who actually follow the mission. So a great effort is being put by all sannyasi Maharajas around the world. Everybody nominated. This person, as well as Rupak Swami Maharaj. There's so many others. Everybody nominated, and they all came with us. And I was sitting there and just witnessing everybody. That's good. Yeah, it's a lot to share. Thank you for because of your services and the combined effort of our satsang. I felt somebody from here can go and attend it. So actually, I'm very grateful. So today I wanted to speak briefly. I frankly couldn't prepare much. I just wrote down in the flight some things that I was contemplating hearing also. I want to speak about intentions and actions in Bhakti. Right? How our intentions are and how our actions are in Bhakti. Some of it I learned from His Grace Madan Gopal Prabhu, my worshipable superhero in Krishna consciousness. He was there and I had lunch with him every day. So he gave a Bhagavatam class, some of it I took from there, and few other speakers. Gaurang Darshan Prabhu gave 4 wonderful sessions. People were stunned. The entire GVC college was stunned, for 6.5 hours. 6.5 hours. One and at the end it became a little more. And the way he gave the class, leadership principles from Srimad Bhagavatam. 3 different sections, 9999 points. Energetic session, completely energetic. And he was here, right? I was this class here for 2 days. Then I came there and later on I got to know, he met me yesterday evening and he gifted me something from a wife he gave, and something was Subhara Prabhu he gave, some small things he gave. And then I got to know he had 103 fever when he was giving those 6 hours of training. I was stunned. And again, but nobody could even trace that he had 103 fever. And his throat was gone still because the whole batch is there and he's supposed to give the session. They postponed it 2 times already. He was there, fever was not decreasing, but still he gave. And nobody could. I mean, what kind of dedication we need to do something like that? And then I got to know from a devotee, I think it's Gaurang Prabhu. No, not Gaurang Prabhu. Somebody told that when he graduated from Indian Institute of Science, ISC, prestigious institute, in mechanical engineering and some other engineering, automation, very highly skilled person. He was given the responsibility of making bricks in, mud bricks, natural mud bricks in northern Eco village. And he did that for many years. And everybody thought that's what he's good at doing, because he's an engineer and he's making bricks and bricks and bricks. So if you go and stay in GV, the first building, Gokul Ashram, one of the buildings is mostly done by him and literally making bricks every day and teaching everybody how to make the bricks. And in the jungle where snakes, scorpions, everybody are going around, like that kind of environment. For many years he was doing just bricks morning, evening, morning, evening. One day what happened? The Bhagavatam class person who was supposed to give class did not come that day. Something happened. And in the last minute, they didn't know whom to call for a speaker. So they said, let's call that person who makes bricks. Let him give a class. This is what happened. And he comes there and speaks for an hour, and people are just stunned. Is this the same person who makes bricks? And that's how Krishna showed how he had entered his heart, how he had become a Bhagavata just by making bricks. So that's why they say Guru Mukha Padma Vakya. Padma Vakya Guru does not only go by reading Bhagavatam, but by service, selfless service. He was doing selfless service. He had all the knowledge in the world. He would just sit down like he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything. That's what he even thinks now. Right? Every morning he is there, he has fever or no, he will come with a chadar and he will sit in that Bhagavatam class as if. And where does he sit? Not behind somewhere, in the front. And he asks a question also. So embarrassing for a person who is giving Bhagavatam in front of you. So that's how they know that he can speak Bhagavatam. And then in next 7-8 years came out Shubhodhini after Shubhodhini after Shubhodhini, and he has written more than 50 books, and he is awarded for a very, very renowned spiritual contribution for the rest of eternity. It's such a humble soul, such a humble. And I'll tell you one more thing. The principal of GDC College, Rupanaka Prabhu, amazing personality. He's a professor in University of somewhere in California. He lives in Laguna Beach Temple. He's a disciple of Rupa Swami Maharaj. If you know him, Yeah, wonderful Vaishnava. No, he's a disciple of Bhakti Sharma Maharaj. Sorry, yeah. So he was introducing Gauranga Prabhu. Welcome, Gauranga Prabhu. He has written so many Shubhodhinis. He started his Krishna consciousness in 2009, and within 15 years he did everything. Gauranga Prabhu started his Krishna consciousness in 1999 or something like that. He just moved it 10 years less. There was no correction. Gauranga Prabhu just sat there and he gave the entire day of class. No correction. I was just sitting. He introduced him 10 years less. Right? But just with an example, at the end I told, somebody had a doubt. He said, Prabhu, I don't think it's 2009. He's come in 90s. Yeah, in 90s. Why was it all 2009? I don't know. But Gauranga Prabhu had nothing to do with his introduction. I mean, so many things we learn without being said, right? We all think, I came to Krishna consciousness these many years ago. I'm serving for these many years. Ultimately, the one who counts is Krishna, and Guru knows better. Guru knows better. So, yeah. So many things to learn. I can go on. I said I'll not talk about it, but I'm going to that. But one point I would want to start. Why I took up today's topic is Varadrisha told a beautiful thing. He said, what we read is what we speak, is what we think, is what we become, and how we live. Everything is connected. Everything is connected. Why he spoke that is because he is himself leading with example of that aspect. What we read is what we speak, is how we think, how we become, and how we start living. Right? Every day, if you are reading Bhagavatam, we read about a great personality from Srimad Bhagavatam, you start thinking like that person. Because that's what they do. Right? And that's the reason Prabhupada said, please read my books. Please read my books. Biggest of the spiritual institutions, Prabhupada and Matajis, have had many leaders, have grown, and they have fallen apart. Because nobody practiced what was there. Because nobody read what was there. They just heard it, they felt, oh nice, I want to share it, I shared it, but then it fell down. Because you're not practicing, if you don't practice, if you're not desperate to actually apply it in your life, then where is the impact when you talk? When we talk, nothing makes nothing goes into the heart. Like Chaitanya Prabhu says, when you speak with your mind, what you speak goes into the other person's mind. When you speak intellectually, it goes into his intelligence. That's all. But when you speak from heart, it enters the heart. Right? So many of the times, preachers, we all have to be very, very careful that are we just speaking and finishing the day, or actually we are experiencing the happiness behind following what we are speaking. Right? So, and we are in devotee association, and devotee association is so important for all of us. But if you are not careful in our actions, which are driven by our intentions, we can make a big problem for ourselves. So a few examples were given about Angira Muni of why he cursed Indraduni Maharaj. Indraduni Maharaj was, can I get some water? There is a bottle here. You got it. So we all know that Indraduni Maharaj was meditating on Krishna. He was just meditating on Krishna. He was not doing anything wrong. And Angira Muni came there. And he saw that he didn't feel invited. Because Angira Muni came and he was there meditating, Indraduni Maharaj. And immediately, he cursed Indraduni Maharaj, who is not an ordinary person, that this is how you are treating, when a great personality or a worshipful person comes, this is how you become. So I curse you, like, the casual way in which you are sitting, you'll become that only. You'll become an elephant in next life, and you'll not be touched by any such association. You'll become dumb like an elephant, basically. So the story ends there, but Jiva Goswami, in his Sandarbhas, explains that actually Indraduni Maharaj knew that Angira Muni came. He knew. But because he had a reason that he was meditating on Krishna, he felt that's okay if I don't invite him now. It can happen. It can happen. When we start leading a spiritual life, initially you're like, oh, Prabhuji is senior, Hare Krishna, oh, Prabhuji, your mercy. You have the standard dialogues, right? Your mercy, causeless mercy, I'm fallen. All that we'll talk. But then within the heart, after some time, we don't mean what we're saying. It can happen. It happened with Indraduni Maharaj. He said, I'm meditating on Krishna. So what wrong am I doing if I'm meditating on I don't think I should be punished for meditating on Krishna. But then the offense that he did doesn't happen all of a sudden. It takes time for the offense to fructify. So he's been doing that in the past. And Angira Muni is a Trikaladarshi. He knows. He knows the past, he knows the present, he also knows what can happen in the future. And he knows that Supreme Lord is going to intervene to deliver his dear devotee. So Angira Muni cursed him. Because in the past he also did similar or near to similar offenses with other Brahmanas in his kingdom. And the fault that he did on Brahmanas will come back. Karma is being counted at any point. None of us can, including Indraduni Maharaj, can't escape the effects of karma. They can't. Right? So it came. And Angira Muni immediately said, "You're cursed." And Indraduni Maharaj was shocked. My God, what did I do? And the result is he became Gajendra next life, an elephant. But the good thing is, he also did some good deeds and he learned the prayers to the Supreme Lord. So even as an elephant, he remembered those prayers. So the consciousness doesn't go anywhere. Even in animal body, Krishna gave that intelligence to remember. Matta Smriti, Jnanam. Jnanam also, Smarana also. Smriti, he gave. And so he could remember the prayers. He could pray. And the Supreme Lord. So just think, the intention is how dangerous. Sometimes the intentions can also confuse us. My intention is I'm meditating on Krishna, but my intention is I don't think I'm doing an offense because intentionally I'm right, but your action was wrong. We should always remember when our intention is right and we do a wrong action. When our intention is right and we do a wrong action, the reaction of that may not affect our spiritual life. The reaction of that may not affect our spiritual life, but it will affect your material life. Reaction has to come. You understood what I said? Right? So, the bad karma that we create by our actions, even though our intention is right sometimes, the action gives a reaction. And Bhagavatam is everywhere speaking about such incidents. One other incident that you can think of is Chitraketu Maharaj. Just see what happened in Chitraketu Maharaj. When you read the whole pastime in 6th canto, he had the whole realization of losing a child. And then he became self-realized. He became self-realized after understanding from Narad Muni that life moves on and the Supreme Lord is in control. And he had darshan of the Supreme Lord. Now here is a catch. He had darshan of the Supreme Lord, Narayan. And he felt that is the perfection of life. And he felt that is perfection of life, that he had darshan of Supreme Lord, that next time when he went in front of Lord Shiva, he became a little lenient. So just now I had a darshan of Supreme Lord. So something that he would have normally never told to Lord Shiva, he dared to say that. He would have never done that. But just because he had the ultimate perfection of spiritual life in a way, darshan of the Supreme Lord, he went ahead and made a casual comment with a good intention. With a good intention. What was his intention? Hey Lord Shiva, you have Parvati Ma on your lap in front of the sages and your speech and you are practicing and talking about renunciation. Oh, how glorious are you. Actually, the intention was right. That instead of having such a wife, so much in close proximity, he is able to preach renunciation. How detached is he, even in that state? It can be understood. But the casualness came forward. How did the casualness come? Familiarity. And more than familiarity, he felt, I think I'm qualified to speak with people like that. And that can happen to any one of us. Right? My intention, action counts.
action comes. And immediately the action came in the form of Parvati getting angry. Lord Shiva did not become angry. He is Bholenath, he is Ashutosh, he is Vaishnava, he is a perfect Vaishnava. Vaishnava will never feel offended about anybody. He felt, oh, my brother Chitraketu, you felt like that. He just laughed. But Parvati got down and said, how dare you say something like this to my husband and me? So sometimes, even though your familiarity might make you speak to somebody else, but remember there is a third person also who can get offended. So intention and action is not limited to just two people. You also have to see, we also have to see surrounding us are how many more people who can get offended. And the reaction can come. And immediately, she cursed him. How can you say something like this? Take birth like a demon. I curse you. Lose all your good qualities. Become, like a demon. And the very worshipable Lord, whose blessing you got, you will fight against his own devatas. Right? So is the, intense aspect about intentions and actions. His action was wrong. But then the action resulted in what? Action was used by Lord Krishna to correct him in his spiritual life, so he became perfectly fine to go back to Krishna. So when intention is right, the action that comes against it will affect your material life. He got another body. A demon, Vritasura. But Lord Krishna used that demon's body to glorify in Bhagavatam and take him back to God. So that's something that is good, but what if I become a little more intelligent and make sure that my intention is also right and my action also is right? Otherwise, we have to pay the consequences. We simply can't say that, no, my intention is right. There are many examples. There is example of Bhrigu Muni also. He was asked to go and do the test. It's not like he wanted to go and insult anybody. He went, you asked me to go and do it. Who would volunteer to do this? Anybody here? You want to go to Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Lord Narayan, insult them and see how much the meter is going up or down? And forget about till there. Can anybody go and speak to your Siksha Guru like that? Can you go and test His Grace Radhesham Prabhu? You don't need to test me, you'll know the result before only. I'm just telling, we can't even dare to do that with our parents. And Bhrigu Muni, knowing who they are, as a service for the rest of eternity, completely that intention, but the action still counts. He did that with Lord Brahma, tested him with his mind. Lord Shiva tested him with his words. And the Lord Narayan tested him with his action by kicking on his chest. Literally kicked on his chest. Right? And seeing that, Lakshmi Devi got, how can you do this? You might, if she looked at Narayan, Narayan was like, now Lord Narayan also takes it to the next level. Like, oh, Bhrigu Muni, how is your leg? What is this? Right? No, Lakshmi Devi, she might have felt a little nice, Narayan would have, ouch. Oh, really? Pain, right? Bhrigu Muni, you may give him pain. No pain. Bhrigu Muni, your leg, how is it? My heart is like a rock. Your head is like cotton, like butter. It might have got hurt by kicking on this rock. Actually, there's looking at both of them. But I can't accept this. I can't accept this. You might accept. You are Brahmanya Devaya. He is a Brahman. You are a Brahmanya Devaya. But I can't accept such insult because a Vaishnava can never be insulted, God can never be insulted, and if God or Vaishnava is insulted, after hearing that insult, our heart becomes contaminated. So either we should leave that body, or kill the person who did that insult, or just leave that place. But Lakshmi Devi was not happy then. Just leaving the place is not enough. she cursed Brigumani. I curse your entire race of Brahmanas that you will never be having me in your houses. You'll never have me in your house. That's why pure Brahmins, if you see, they'll never have Lakshmi in their house. They'll have Lakshmi photo, but money will not be there. Money will not be there. She'll flicker. She'll never be with them. Pure Brahmins actually never keep money also. Senior devotee once I heard that a Brahmin is a person who, when given dakshina, he immediately gives the entire dakshina in the temple, and next day morning again he's on the streets begging and thinking somebody will give him something to eat. Because a pure Brahmana completely depends on the Supreme Lord. If a Brahmana has money, then he will not depend on Supreme Lord. You might be thinking, both Brahmana standard. Then only you can give Brahma Vidya. How can you give Brahma Vidya without having that purity? Brahmana means the one who introduces us to the Brahman, Parabrahman, Krishna. And if you're not pure, how can you do that? Being pure means what? Not that he takes bath 3 times. That's external purity. The Brahman takes bath many times in a day. Minimum 3 times. Right? But more than that is the internal purity which is dependence on Krishna. Completely dependent on Krishna for his next meal. For his clothes. You just depend on Krishna. Like Prabhupada. He depended even for his sannyas garment, torn dhoti, he depended for his guru to give some money to buy another dhoti. And when his guru told, go and do fundraising, Prabhupada wrote a letter to Gaudiya, the sannyasi Maharaj, and said, Maharaj, I think I'm ready to do the fundraising, but if I go in these clothes, nobody will give me money. I think I need 1 pair of good clothes. You see that in Leela. 1 pair, Prabhupada said, give me 1 pair of good clothes. I'll wear that and go. If Prabhupada wanted, he could have become rich. He had a lot of followers also. Not like he was very famous sannyasi in Vrindavan. He could have just given pravachan and become a famous person, but he kept his goal as, his guru's order. He kept everything aside. I'm going to do this for him. So Brahmana never keeps money. So Brigumani, he took the curse. Even though his intention was right. He was working on behalf of Brahmanas. But the act itself was not right. And he had to pay for it. But again, he is glorified in scriptures for what he did. So, Prabhupada and Mataji, there are many examples like this where in Bhagavatam you can see, even in Ramayana you can see. Intention is right, but action is wrong. Can you think of? Vali. Yeah, in a way. Action is wrong. Lakshmana, yes. Look at Lakshmana. When Bharat Maharaj is coming to meet Ram, he climbs his tree and comes around and tells his brother, hey brother, Lakshmana is, Bharat is coming to kill us. He is not satisfied with just the kingdom. He wants to make sure that the kingdom remains forever. After 14 years, he'll go back, so better kill him. He's coming. Ram says, how can you say that? He says, yes, he's coming with a full army. Why does anyone come with a full army and the whole entourage, the whole half the kingdom, more than half the kingdom is coming. The dust is everywhere. Earth is shaking. He's coming with such a big, he's running towards it. Why do you think he's coming? The Lord Ram says, my Bharat can never do that. Lakshman, my Bharat can never do that. You can't say such words. And immediately, after it was clarified, Lakshman was very regretful. Oh, Krishna, my intention was right. I wanted to serve my brother. I wanted to serve Ram. But my action was wrong. And the immediate result was Mother Sita reacted to that very action. When he came and told, I will stay here because my brother asked me to stay here. No, go. I think you have a bad intention. All these years he wanted to enjoy me. Krishna, he was, God, I can't take this. Hey mother, don't say that to me. No, why do you think you're staying here? Your brother is shouting there, Lakshmana, and you're standing here and telling I'll not go. What other thing can you have in your mind? She said, I've never seen anything except your lotus feet. But he understood. And the immediate reaction is what? Sita also did offense. Sita also did offense. Ramayana doesn't spare any reaction anywhere. Immediately. Immediately it comes. Where she is asked to enter the fire. Of course, there are 14 reasons why she's entered the fire. Many other reasons. But the reaction of the world was, why are you testing her purity? Right? Why are you testing her purity? And Lord Ram asked that to be. Action for that even Supreme Lord had to pay, that even a Dhobi in his kingdom misunderstood him. Right? So the actions are there with a pure intention. Dhobi also had a good intention. What was the intention? That if a woman is allowed to stay outside with somebody else and she comes back later and the husband accepts her, and if a king is doing it, what about the kingdom? It will become like a normal norm. That in future wives will do whatever they want and there won't be any chastity left. The intention was right. But the reaction came. Right? So there are many things like this. So the topic again is what? Intentions and actions. So familiarity breeds biggest problem in life. With familiarity, we feel that we are spiritually advanced to speak to our seniors in the way we want to speak. Actually, sometimes we forget whom are we dealing with. Who are we dealing with? Who are these people? We forget that. Then our dealings become so materialistic, so common dealings. Yeah, big deal. After some time, we start judging them for things they're not sent to be judged for that. Right? They are sent for what? They are sent to take us out of the cycle of birth and death. Right? And we go and ask that person, where did you take birth? My village, your village, same village. He has come here to take you out of the cycle of birth and death, and you're going talking nonsense with such a senior devotee. Some people even ask, where did you become brahmachari? Oh, you left the brahmacharya and became grahastha. The మూర్ఖత్వానికి హద్దు ఉండదన్నమాట. Right? No, that's what happens, right? No, bro, my intention was not that. Even though intention is not that, tension actions are there. Right? We are dealing with Vaishnava. Why is he coming into your life? Not to sit and eat in your house. Not to take your donation. He is trying to engage you in devotional service. If you don't forget, if you don't remember, which will have unbelievable reactions in our real life for sure. Better life for sure. Because Krishna is going to use those actions to correct us. And of course, Krishna's every test will make us pass only. Don't worry about that. But the pass mark will be very painful. Okay? And that's what happened with Chitraketu Maharaj. That's what happened with Indradhanu Maharaj, like we discussed. Their intention was right, but the action was wrong. So action still counts. It's not like action doesn't count. So I asked, so how do we not become casual with seniors? I asked this to Gauranga Darshan too. It is so difficult not to become casual, because the nature is becoming casual. After some time, we become casual. For everything, will become casual. We forget the grave effect that we can have. We should not forget that we're dealing with the close associates of God. Why the actions are so? First of all, let us take one step back. Why do we think we get reactions when we deal with devotees in a wrong way? Huh? Krishna is not happy. Yes.
And they are close to Krishna.
They are close to Krishna. Yes. And?
We need to change.
Any request?
Huh?
We need to change their behavior.
We need to change
Yeah,
some
but why are we
correction.
getting such intense reactions when we deal with devotees in the wrong way?
Krishna wants us to correct.
Huh?
Krishna wants us to correct.
Haribol. Prabhuji's. They are close to Krishna.
That is
They are advanced to Krishna. They are really advanced that we're dealing with. But why are we forgetting? We are also close to Krishna right now.
that is where he wants us to correct.
Are we not chanting every day? We're chanting his name only, na? Huh? And he is allowing us to chant, na? Whatever chanting we are doing, good or bad, he's still allowing this tongue to move, na? Right? So he is watching us. So we are under 360 degree CCTV camera right now. He is watching us. 360 degrees. Not only from inside, outside, from inside also. He is watching us. And when we do any such action, even if our intention is right, the action will get a reaction because Krishna is immediately going to require it. And he's going to give us back. He's going to give us back. Pakka it will come. But it will be for our good only. But we have to go through the traditional cycle. Bharat Maharaj's intention was right. Why he became a deer in next life? Action was wrong. Can you see at what levels people... Entire Bhagavatam is filled with examples of people whose intentions were right. What to speak of so many examples? Parikshit Maharaj. What was his intention? Huh? He was thirsty. I'm thirsty. Got water. He didn't get water that day. Bhagavatam starts with saying he conquered thirst. So if he has conquered thirst, then where would you find a dead snake anywhere? How many of you have found a dead snake outside today? A ready-made dead snake is right there. Dalo. A person who always honored Brahmanas is speaking of the dead snake and putting on his neck. Oh Krishna, what did I do? And even though the opposite personality forgave,
Krishna doesn't.
Krishna did forgive.
Krishna doesn't.
That very dead snake will come and kill you. 5-year-old boy cursed. The boy's intention is right, but his action is wrong. His father is scolding him. Pichigan lesida. Rajura, manan gaapade Raju. Kalipurishne aapina Raju. Aa Rajan. See. Argue avada tu. Avuna nana. He already cursed. So many examples. From just remember one thing. We are under complete surveillance cameras.
360 degrees.
Mukkoti devatas are watching us. And specifically Maya Devi is pakka watching us. Why? Because we are the ones who are trying to come out of the material world. Is that true?
Yes.
Unnada leda ukre usnada ikkada. Huh? Ante kada. We all want to go out or what is the plan?
Once you start this path, Prabhu, my observation is even for a small mistake, punishment is very heavy.
Prasad so Brahmastra mentioned. Okay, let me ask you a question. How many here sincerely answer? Radha Shamsundar is watching. Sincerely answer? Okay. Now he's not watching. When he's watching, I'll ask that question. Now he's eating. అయిపోయిందా బాగుపెట్టిన
He completed.
అయిపోయింది శ్రీ శ్రీ రాధా శ్యామ్ సుందర్ కి ఓకే remove this set curtain also. I can't see their lordships. Hare Krishna. Okay, since they are watching now, I'm going to ask a question. How many of you, if you're not sure, don't lift. And don't feel embarrassed that, why am I not lifting my hand? How many of you want to go back to Krishna? వీటమిది అందరూ అయిపోయిందా? Really?
Yes.
Want to go back to Krishna? Once again, I'm asking. The పొరపాటు అయిపోయింది. How many of you really want to go back to Krishna in this life? She's sincere. She's sincere. Okay. Good. Next question. How many of you want to take shelter of his pure devotee as your initiating guru in this life and go back to Krishna? Okay. How many of you are clear what you should be at the time of death for Krishna to accept you? What you should be at the time of death for Krishna to accept you. We have that knowledge of him. Knowledge है कि नहीं है? Knowledge है नहीं है? ऋणादपि सुरेचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमाननीय मानेन कीर्तने नतनं न जनं सुन्दरीं कवितं वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवतद्भक्तिरभयतकी त्वयि मयि नन्द तनुज किङ्करं पतितमां विषमे भवां बुधौ कृपया तव पाद पंकज धूल सदर्शं विचिन्तय नयनं कलदश्रुधारया वदनं गद्गदरुधाय गिरा पुलकेर्णचितं वपुकदा तव नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति युगायितं निमिषेण चक्षुषा प्रवर्षायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दं विरहेण मे आश्लिष्य वा पादरतं विनस्तु माम् अदर्शन मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा जगतो लम्बतो मात्प्रणाथास्तु एव नापर हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So intention is correct. Everybody know the meaning of this prayer, and you all know that this is what we have to reach in order to go back to God. So first question you all answered, I want to go back to Krishna. Second question you answered, I want to initiate in Guru also will take me to Krishna. Third question you answered, that I know what it takes to go to Krishna. At the time of death, what consciousness I need to have to go back to Krishna. Fourth question, when you are going to accept that initiating Guru, are you promising him that you will reach that state so that he can take you back home, back to God? How many of you here are aspiring for initiation? Lift your hand. Or have got initiated also? Doesn't matter. Both are same. So you have promised already to your spiritual master, whoever great sannyasi he is, that I am going to reach that stage, Guru Maharaj, without any compromise. I'm going to reach that stage because that is what I'm promising you. So please initiate me. Is that not the thing? I will follow the 4 regulative principles. I will not eat anything other than prasadam. I will serve in the mission in the mode of servant of Srila Prabhupada. These are the no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. Right? This is the. And then you told, I'm going to serve in the mission in the service of, in the mode of servant. And then he says, okay, your name is Udayananda Das. Right? Your name is Anuradha Priya Devi Das. Did we not promise him? Or he went in front of the group, Maharaj, I want to take initiation from you. Okay. You know that? What? Yes. Nirandru told me. Okay, you know. Right? Or Radhesham Prabhu told me. I know. That is why they give initiation, right? Why do you think they do? So let's join the dots now.
You all want to go back to Krishna. You want to take shelter of a spiritual master. You know what it takes to go back to Krishna. You are preparing yourself to reach that stage. And you have promised that to your aspiring or initiated spiritual master. Now let's go back and think. I have told my intention to Krishna, and by the way, Krishna is employing his rare, scarce resources, pure devotees, to take care of this. Actually, there's no business for Lokanath Swami Maharaj to come here. He's a pure devotee. He doesn't need to come to Gachibowli. Right? Gachibowli means Pichibowli. Uttam Pichibowli. అవసరం లేదు ఇచ్చిన కొడుకులు డబ్బు ఇల్లు పెంట ఏ ఇట్లే వస్తారు ఎందుకు రాలికెళ్తాం there is no reason for him to come. But he came. Why he came? Because we showed our intention that Maharaj, if you come, you must have done it. You have to come, deliver, fall and sword. Please come. This way. Okay. Right? So Krishna is employing all his resources. Indraduli Maharaj is coming after 2 months. ఎందుకు వస్తున్నాడు ఇంటెన్షన్ ఏంటి వాట్ ఇంటెన్షన్ ఆర్ వి వై షుడ్ యు కమ్ హియర్ బికాజ్ యు ఆర్ కన్వేయింగ్ దట్ ఇంటెన్షన్ నో ప్రభుజీస్ లెట్స్ గో బ్యాక్ నౌ intention and action. Are our actions anywhere close to the bringing us to that point at the time of death? Just think about it. Are my actions anywhere close? Prabhuji, ఇప్పుడే ఎట్లా వస్తుంది ప్రోజీ టైం పడుతుంది ప్రోజీ నువ్వు సక్కగా కూర్చుంటే కదా టైం పట్టేది right? Have you started anything? I mean, I'm not. This is for your own self-contemplation, our own self-contemplation, my self-contemplation. Am I doing things in such a way that year on year I am making that sincere effort to reach that stage at the time of death? Think about it. You know what you have to be at the time of death. You should not have anything else except Krishna. And by the way, when is death going to come? Later also. Tomorrow also it can come. So what is the urgency for you to reach that stage? Now.
Ready, every
Now. Somebody asked Prabhu, how long does it take to go back to Krishna? 1 minute. 1 minute. Surrender to Krishna. Bas. Are you surrendering? This for us to contemplate, brothers and Mataji's. Nobody, by speaking such intentions, we are cheating Krishna, we are cheating Guru, and most importantly, we are cheating ourselves. We are cheating ourselves. And better than this, go and watch that Pushpa 2. Did it release? ఎందుకు నాటకాలు ఇక్కడ చూసాను ఊరికే వారం తిట్టించుకోవడం ఎందుకు కొట్టించుకోవడం ఎందుకు మంచిగా చూసుకుంటే అయిపోయాయి రైట్ డిసైడ్ వేర్ యూ వాంట్ టు బి బికాస్ యూ సీన్ వాట్ చిత్రకేతు మహారాజ్ ఫేస్ వాట్ ఇంద్రధుని మహారాజ్ ఫేస్ వాట్ భృగుముని ఫేస్ వాట్ పరీక్షిత్ మహారాజ్ ఫేస్ యాక్షన్స్ అండ్ ఇంటెన్షన్స్ Why do you want to play with fire? When you're not going to use it for worship. Fire can be used for worship. But you're playing with fire. You're playing with fire. Prabhuji, we are here right now sitting in fire. The devotee sitting right beside you. Casually, you might think, hey, I brought her to Krishna consciousness. He brought me to Krishna consciousness. This, maybe he is progressing, maybe, these all people are chosen people around you. Very dangerous. Right? And you never know who is in which stage.
And everybody has declared their intention in front of Radha Shamsundar, if not yesterday, today. Again. And now if you are not dealing with them in a way that is going to be beneficial for our spiritual life, and we are trying to measure them according to our ways of measuring, he's good, he's bad, he's good, he's useless, he's I think not, he's not fixed, then you are in big trouble. We are going to put ourselves in big trouble. Right? Are you all following what I'm saying? Are our actions in line with our intentions? Otherwise, who are you checking yourself? We have to. Do you want to look like devotees? Look like devotees? At least look like devotees. At least look like devotees. Unnada leda? What did Prabhupada give as a dress to come to satsang? T-shirt, jeans, Bermuda, not Bermuda triangle, whatever. What did he give? Dhoti, kurta, permeal. ఇవాళ పట్టుకున్నాడు ఇవాళ ఒక్కరోజు రాదు ఇవాళ పట్టుకున్నాడు ఎవరు వచ్చినా నిన్న వచ్చినా ఇవాళ చేస్తే మాతాజీ వాట్ ఇస్ ద డ్రెస్ ఏ కలర్ కాదు శారీ వేరే శారీ today my Guru Maharaj will come, that day I will come. రోజైతే రెచ్చిపోతారు ఇక మామూలు కాదు మొహం చూపి తల్లి నీకు ఇచ్చిన ప్లీజ్ మై యాక్షన్స్ విల్ గివ్ ఎక్కడో తెలియలేరు ఆయన ఎన్నిసార్లు చెప్తారా బాబు ఆ పైజామాలు ఇచ్చేయండి బాబు నాకు నేను తీసుకోవచ్చు ఇచ్చేయండి ఇల్లు ఉంటాను నాకు ఇచ్చేయండి నేను తీసుకోవచ్చు ఎన్నిసార్లు చెప్పాలి దోతి వేసుకుంటాం రాదా సరిపోవట్లేదా సైజ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉండదు దోతిలా ఎంత లావైనా ఏనిగైనా వేసుకోవచ్చు ఎలికైనా వేసుకోవచ్చు నేను వినను తగ్గకు అట్లే ఉంది ఇక్కడ అందరి మీద తిరుగుతాడు తిరుగుతాడు నేను కాదు మీరే అనిపించుకుంటారు ఏం చెప్పాను ఇప్పుడు యూ వాంట్ గో బ్యాక్ టు కృష్ణ ఆర్ నో యు నో ద ప్రాసెస్ ఆర్ నో తెలుసు యు నో ద ఎండ్ రిజల్ట్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ అండి ఇంటర్నల్ అడగలేదు కదండి డివోటీలా కనీసంగా కనబడతారా ఆ తిలకం కూడా ఇష్టం వచ్చింది ఒకటి నార్త్ ఒకటి సౌత్ ఒకటి ఇంకొంతమంది లోపల పెడతారు తిలకాలు ఓహో ఇక చెప్పదు ఒక స్టార్ ఒక మెర్క్యూరీ ఒక వీనస్ ఒక ఇది బాబు తిలకంలా ఉండాలి తిలకం ఉన్నారు చెప్పిందా ఎందుకు telling you, see, our actions should support our intentions. Otherwise, in long run, these small things will become as lenient. Exactly like Chitraketu Maharaj became very lenient. He had darshan of Narayan. In the very next moment, he insulted Lord Shiva. Where did that guts come into him to insult Lord Shiva? Where did that feeling come to insult Lord Shiva, even though his intention was right? The lenience to speak like that again, Lord, because he felt he is senior. He felt he's senior. Right? Same thing. This is how it will crop. We want to follow, we want to go ahead, we want to serve, we want to please. Today morning, Shrutakirti Prabhu was giving an example of how much Prabhupada wanted us to read his books. How many? I don't know how many of you heard that. How many heard that? Bhagavatam class. Beautifully explained. I was sitting right there, seeing. Then he told Shrutakirti Prabhu is the servant of Prabhupada for most of the time.
most of the time. Wonderful Vaishnava, even now he is there. So he told that once Prabhupada called him while he was. Prabhupada used to also read his own books, by the way. He would just sit down and read his book. As if, you have written the book, why did Prabhupada never say, I wrote the book? Every afternoon, Prabhupada sit down and read his books. And Shrutakirti Prabhu one day went and asked, Shrutakirti Prabhu didn't go. Prabhupada would ring the bell. Whenever he wants something, he'll ring the bell. He'll ring. Keep it like this. Immediately, servant has to come. So Shrutakirti Prabhu was saying, Prabhupada is ring the bell all the time. So sweet of him saying that. So Prabhupada immediately, yes. So he would come, pay obeisances, and then ask, yes, Prabhupada. And Prabhupada is reading Bhagavad Gita. What an amazing book. Prabhupada is telling Shrutakirti. Yes, Prabhupada. Anybody who reads this book will become Krishna conscious. Yes, Prabhupada. You don't need to read any other book in the planet. You don't need to read any of the hundreds of books anywhere. Just read this Bhagavad Gita. And Prabhupada is appreciating. He's the one who translated it. Parpat sir is one. He's reading that and he's appreciating. He's saying, if you read this one book, it will make you Krishna conscious. And Prabhupada continued to read. So he felt, okay, that is what he wanted to tell me. So I went and I heard that. Then he left. After a couple of months, Prabhupada is another temple. Again, he is reading a book. And this time he is reading Nectar of Devotion. He translated it, reading. So again, yes, Prabhupada. Anyone who reads this book will become Krishna conscious. What an amazing book. Yes, Prabhupada. You don't need to read any other book, any of the hundreds of books that are there outside. Don't need to read anything. Yes, Prabhupada. Prabhupada is actually, he means it. He wants to share that emotion with somebody. Anybody who reads. Yeah, yes, Prabhupada. And then he goes. And then in Juhu temple, he's sitting in Juhu temple, 6 months later, something like that. Yes, Prabhupada. This time he's reading Krishna book. He finished Krishna book, it's published, he's reading Krishna book. Shrutakirti, anybody who reads this book will go back to Krishna. He become Krishna conscious. Shrutakirti Prabhu is like, yes, Prabhupada. You don't need to read any other book. Yes, Prabhupada. Prabhupada looks at him again. This time continuously is looking. You don't need to read any other book. Yes, Prabhupada. Even if you can't read the whole book, even if you read one chapter in this book, you will become Krishna conscious. Shrutakirti Prabhu. Yes, Prabhupada. Yes. And Prabhupada was looking at him, and Shrutakirti Prabhu was making fun of himself. He was like, I'm a nut that can't be cracked. So Prabhupada is just focusing on me. Even if you read one page of this book, you'll become Krishna conscious. Yes, Prabhupada. Intensely again. Even if you read one sentence of this book, you will become Krishna conscious. Yes, Prabhupada. And Prabhupada doesn't stop there. Even if you read one word of this book, you will become Krishna conscious. And Shrutakirti Prabhu is stunned. And then Prabhupada told, because every word in this book is Krishna himself. Every word in this book is Krishna himself.
Even if you open that book, just read one word. That is Krishna himself. And Shuddhakirti Prabhu is saying that Prabhupada did not give the books just for you or me. Mana purala kardam kaakapothe mana karma. He gave these books for the next 10,000 years. 10,000 years. These books are going to land in every part of the world, in every house, every town and village. It's a prediction. Nityananda Prabhu's prediction. How can it go wrong? Golden age. Everybody is going to go back to Krishna. Some IT employees will remain. Right? From Pichugoli. But I'm just saying, you know, that is the mercy of an acharya. And he's saying, please distribute my books. Please distribute my books. So Prabhuji, don't think Krishna is not going to take even a single adverse, you know, he's going to take everything very seriously for everything that is done. So many of you have distributed Bhagavatams. Yes, Bhadrachalam plan got cancelled for a reason which is good, as explained by Radhesham Prabhu, but it is still going to go on. We have identified some other temples where we want to go and reach out to them and give it to people who are needy, who can't afford it, and to Brahmanas and Acharyas and Veda Pandits. That is still going to happen. It will not happen in one place, it will happen in 10 places. But it will happen very shortly. Intention is right, our action also is going to be right. Bhadrachalam, there was a little problem with the action that, you know, we're not trying to preach another sampradaya which is already Krishna conscious. That's not the point. We're going to give it to other kind of people who are not very clear about Siddhanta. To those Brahmins we give. Or then they want to actually take it out and preach. Right? So direction I got. I spoke to His Holiness Bhakti Prem Maharaj. He also told perfect decision. Right? So our action is right. And this month, it is 1st of December. This month is the month of marathon. We are going to distribute Bhagavad Gitas. We are going to distribute Krishna books. But not just by sponsoring, actually standing and distributing. We'll do something nice this month. Right? So every week, during the weekdays, from 7 to 8:30, we are going to keep a place. We'll announce that place. Whoever can come. Bring your own stock of books, distribute it. Right? It's not like one person will maintain stock. You maintain your own stocks. Get your books, stand there, distribute it. Together, let's do it. The DLF road, or whether it is, you know, Gauri Doddi, or wherever people are there, lost souls are roaming here and there, looking for the truth. We'll distribute the books, standing there. Right? 7 to 8:30. Pick your day. And the more you do, the more you'll be purified. The most purifying activity is to distribute books on the street. Right? But for pleasing whom? For Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada. And as an offering to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, who left his body this year, that what he did, highest ever of book distribution in the whole planet he has done. And he has inspired Pune temple and even the, you know, Delhi temples. We have to give it back. We have to tell Maharaj that, Maharaj, what you have left, we are not going to stop after you leave. We are going to continue and even improve it. Right? So this marathon is our offering to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. Let's do it. Let's do it in a very, very nice way, enthusiastic way. Not to show anyone, not to say anyone, just to do it as a duty to please Srila Prabhupada. Even if you distribute one book in 30 days, you have done something. Right? So I'll put it, you know, this location we are doing the distribution. Please come. Whoever can come, come. Bring your books. I don't have books. You can go to ISKCON temple, get your books. Go get a table, keep a table. Together we'll do what we are doing. Right? But our actions have to be in line with our intentions. Otherwise, Prabhuji, what is the way we are going to go back? You tell me. If we are all sitting here in our comfort zones, thinking whatever I am doing is enough. This is the best I can do. I am promising Krishna, but I don't think. What will happen?
కృష్ణుడు చూస్తాడు అక్కడే కూర్చో అంతే కదా యూ కాంట్ చీట్ కృష్ణ అండ్ ఇఫ్ అవర్ టార్గెట్ ఇస్ సో హై దట్ వీ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు రిటర్న్ హియర్ దెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు బి వెరీ క్లియర్ అబౌట్ అవర్ స్పిరిచువల్ లైఫ్ ఆర్ వి మేకింగ్ అ కాన్షియస్ ఎఫర్ట్ టు స్టాప్ సీయింగ్ సోషల్ మీడియా విచ్ ఇస్ నాట్ రెలవెంట్ టు కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్నెస్ have we started making conscious effort direct quotation actually yes we have to make that conscious effort somewhere because if this is the consciousness that tomorrow you'll go if you leave your body tomorrow in this consciousness then is that right can I show can we go if Mahesh Prabhu will go and see Pushpa 2 and while coming back he leaves his body he will be Mahesh 2 again and there right and again you will see Leelaman 2 both will be sitting Vishnu అవసరమా see somewhere we have to tell this to ourselves అవసరమా మనం ప్రభుజీ మరి ఇవన్నీ లేకపోతే ఎట్లా బ్రతకం మరి ఎందుకు వచ్చినా ఇక్కడికి అనవసరంగా why did you come here if your intention is not clear వచ్చుడెందుకు అర్పులెందుకు ఏడుపెందుకు తలకాయ గోపుడెందుకు అర్థమైందా నారాయణ తెలుసు అని నాకు హరే కృష్ణ no Prabhuji I'm telling you intentions and actions very important are we feeling regretful after burning our head with useless short videos of YouTube are you feeling regretful what did I do instead I could have read one chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita I could have finished the Prabhupada book I can keep a rhythm and finish Prabhupada is saying in every word there is me in every word there is Krishna have we finished all the Prabhupada books here everyone how many people here have finished all the Prabhupada books that Prabhupada has given so I don't know all the books how many have finished Srimad Bhagavatam how many have finished Chaitanya Charitamrita completely నీ విషయాలు నేను చెప్పలేను ఇంటికి వాళ్ళని just think about it how many of us have finished Nectar of Devotion not Bhakti Shastri type actually reading completely these all books are actually created to take home back to God. Everything is created. Prabhupada has given everything that we need to go back home, back to God. We don't need anything else. सब कुछ दे दिया Prabhupada ने. Everything is given. Finish these books. जल्दी खत्म करो. Urgency से खत्म करो. And when you finish it, you will feel grateful to Prabhupada. Oh Prabhupada, how much you have sacrificed. How much you sacrificed for all of us. What all you went through for all of us. He didn't have. How many of you know Prabhupada did not have 3 times meal in a day because he had to buy paper to print books? How many are having 3 times meal in a day? Chetu Lepan? 5 6 times right now. Snack was always snack. Yeah. Our Acharya on this altar compromised his health also to print books. Prabhupada could have carried many things with him to America. He carried puffed rice, potatoes, and 200 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam. Only 3 books, not the entire Bhagavatam. Trunks and trunks were loaded in Cochin. Jaladuta started from Kolkata, it came to Cochin port, all these Bhagavatams were loaded and he took them.
And he was selling this Bhagavatams, trying to convince people personally to raise money to buy grocery, to cook for others, to preach them Krishna consciousness. First initiation ceremony, Prabhupada initiated devotees, cooked for them, feast after initiation. They all took initiation. Thank you. They all left. Prabhupada washed the vessels. After initiation ceremony. And that Prabhupada is telling, just chant attentive 16 rounds, follow the 4 regulative principles. You are not qualified. I will come from back door and pull you into the spiritual world. What more do you think the Acharya has to do? Just to chant attentively. పొద్దున లేచి chant attentively 16 rounds. కూర్చొని చెయ్యి. ఉరకకు. ఒక దగ్గర కూర్చొని చెయ్యి. చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. Padmasan in yoga is given for gaining more attention. Tirupati temple president was telling, I was hearing a lecture, he was saying, if you can put Padmasan and sit, why the hell are you sitting in a chair? You can't do this. You have knee problem, back problem, this problem. Then you sit in a chair. And if you can do this, why are you walking? Sit. Sit straight. Position yourself. And choose a place in the house. Choose a place in a house where you can actually sit and chant. Choose a place in a house. Don't one day chant in a balcony, one day here, one day there, or I'm chanting and driving. This is how I finish all my works also, chanting also. I'm chanting this also, that also. What did you just tell? You all want to go back, right? Will you reach that kind of consciousness at the time of death if this is how our chanting is? And you know why actually we are not chanting properly? Because we don't believe that Krishna is a controller. That is the problem. We don't actually believe that he's a controller. We don't actually believe that he's a proprietor of everything. We actually think that, I am in charge of my life. I have everything right now. Everything is in my control. My body, my limbs, my organs, everything is in my control only. Why should I surrender to this fellow who is calling himself Aham Sarvasva Prabhu Bhakta Sarvam Pravartate? Then Amma. That's why I'm not chanting. Why do problems come in life? Why does Krishna give reversals in life? At least then we will realize how much we are helpless. And when you become helpless, your chanting will improve. Then you just lift your hands. I have nothing else except you, Krishna. Nothing else except you. I can't do anything. I'm done. My money can't save me. My position can't save me. My influence can't save me. My insurance can't save me. My children can't save me. Nothing can save me. Krishna, only you can save me. When you have that clear, that is called shelter of the holy name. What do you mean taking shelter? Please take shelter of the holy name. Please take shelter. What is the meaning of that? You are actually telling that except you, there is nobody to save me. When that intention is clear, your action will become clear. You will actually sit down and start crying. Start crying. I saw one devotee who was sitting in Yamuna, near Yamuna, crying. He was begging, pleading. Nobody was around. Have you even cried once? Actually cried actually cried chanting? Roses, pure devotees chant like that every day. Pure devotees. We don't have to fake that, నాకు కూడా ఏడుపు వచ్చింది, నీ ఏడుపు వేరు, ఆ ఏడుపు వేరు, रोना लगे ये रोना लगे. हमारा रोना ऐसा है, भगवान रो रहा है इसको देख के. Which day will we cry? ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది ఏడుపు? కృష్ణ నువ్వు తప్ప నాకేం లేదు. You only can save me. Only you can save me. Only you can save me. Right? And every mantra, hold that mantra. So this is my mantra. This is my mantra. And whom do we take more shelter of? Krishna or Radha? Inner class వచ్చేసి ఆ రాధనే మింగేస్తారు. హరే హరే ఎక్కడ రాదు. హరే కృష్ణ హరే కృష్ణ ఇంకో హరే ఎక్కడ మింగేసి. Two Hares never come out clearly. I am taking Radha, oh Jai Shri Radhe. Kirtan వస్తుంది అంతా, మంత్రంలో రాదు. హరే కృష్ణ హరే శ్రీ హరే కృష్ణ is thinking, where is Radharani, where is me? Mingeslav Radha. Right? I'm like, what are we taking shelter? Why we are not taking shelter? Because of false ego. There is no other reason. Until we are working on our false ego, we cannot chant properly. Prabhus, take it for granted. And what is the false ego? I am the doer. If something happens to me, I bank balance, right? బానే ఉంది. కృష్ణ ఏం పెట్టుకుంటో వీక్లో నా దగ్గర బ్యాంక్ బ్యాలెన్స్ ఉన్నది, రైట్? ఉద్యోగం ఉంది, నయా జాబ్, న్యూ జాబ్, ఓల్డ్ జాబ్, జాబ్ ఇస్ దేర్, జాబ్ ఉంది. ఇంకేముంది బ్రో? కార్ ఉంది, ప్రాపర్టీలు, ఇల్లు ఉన్నాయి, ల్యాండ్ ఉంది, ఉన్నాయి. కృష్ణుడు లేడు. పొగరు ఉంది, అన్నిటికంటే ఎక్కువ పొగరు ఉన్నది. ఓ నేను గ్రేట్, నేను గ్రేట్ అని పొగరు ఉన్నది. Roses, one single organ Krishna will remove. Tomorrow morning you'll get up and you can't see. You just can't see. ఏం చేస్తావు ప్రాపర్టీ? అమ్మా దే అదే 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 అయ్యా అదే అంతే, ఏం చేయలేవు. యూ కాంట్ సీ ఎనీథింగ్, యూ కాంట్ స్పీక్. టుమారో మార్నింగ్ యూ కాంట్ స్పీక్. How can you express? Can you chant his name? Huh? You can't chant his name. You can't even express. You can't talk to devotees. You'll get Alzheimer's tomorrow. Center ఎక్కడ ఉన్నది? మజిద్ బండ కదా, ఎక్కడికో పోయినా నిన్న. People who get Alzheimer's, how many of you have seen a person with Alzheimer's? Actually seen, like spend time with. You won't believe, they will forget everything. Everything. You will forget everything. You will forget who is your son. So we love our children, right? Na babo, na papai, na amma, na bidda. Anta hote. Evarnu? It goes to that point. Do you want to start chanting them? Huh? Now I'll start chanting Krishna when I'll become old. Who guaranteed you? You'll die old then. Who guaranteed you? జ్యోతిష్ చూపెట్టినా, చెప్పిండు, నేను ఛానల్ పోతా. I showed to the astrologer, 80 years minimum. Really? Right? Tomorrow morning can be your last morning. Rose and Mataji's Gita Jayanti is coming. So many Gita Jayantis have come and gone. We have distributed so many Bhagavad Gita also. Are we reading Bhagavad Gita? Have you understood everything in Bhagavad Gita? Or understood something in Bhagavad Gita? Or whatever Krishna has told us, how to get prepared. Right? Intention actions. Speaking is very easy. Telling intention is very easy. If you're not doing it, you'll get the reaction. One day, Jayadvaita Maharaj was giving class in Chowpatty. Jayadvaita Swami Maharaj was giving class in Chowpatty. He told, after 50, you should take retirement. Done. Half of your life you have burnt. Now give it to Krishna. Start giving away your responsibilities. Elevate yourself more. And then he told. And then he went to his room. I am in charge of BBT translation for such a long time. I am so attached to my work. Next day he came. I have resigned from BBT. Now I am taking up something new. I have got so used to this service. I should retire. That is also service, but I want to go next. Immediately, his intention and action, he is thinking about what he is speaking. He is thinking about what he is speaking. Two examples, an Acharya is showing. Jayadvaita Swami Maharaj. Right? A person whose all organs are removed and other organs are kept and barely can even speak and can barely even walk, can barely even stand up. His only Jayapataka Swami Maharaj is doing Bhakti Vaibhav, is doing Bhakti Sarvabhauma. Why he has to do? He is a worshipable Acharya. To teach his disciples, please read Prabhupada books. How else can Acharya show? Yat Tattat Evataro disciple or other disciple. ISKCON devotees. Yat Acharya Shrestha. In that age he is doing it. Why is he doing it? Not that Jayapataka Maharaj, when he left his body, he was Bhakti Vaibhav. You think that's why he was doing? We really think that's why he is doing? He is doing to tell all of us, please read Prabhupada books. Because that is the instruction of my spiritual master. So Prabhuji and Matajis take things seriously. Whatever our actions, I know we like to be friends, I know we like to have a good time in a satsang hall. While eating, we can crack jokes, dance, all these things. But at the end of the day, if our sadhana is not taking us to a point, what we are promising our spiritual masters, or have promised our spiritual masters, we are cheating spiritual master, we are cheating Krishna, and cheating ourselves. More than anyone. And I'll end with this saying that we also have promised when we married that we'll help each other go back to Krishna. And we also promised that we'll have children and help them go back to Krishna. Where are your children today? I'm seeing day after day, one child is disappearing. Today, my children also disappeared. Because they don't see any other children. Their studies are important. I'm not saying they're not. But 2-3 hours in a week, make it part of your culture. There is something called family culture. They can study from morning till evening, come to satsang in the evening. If you don't bring, your responsibility is half done. And they'll get used to it. They'll stop coming. IPN, finish, you're given a license. Because that is Maya. They are actually good children. Krishna has given, Prabhupada told, these are Krishna's children, Krishna's service. Give them the culture. And this Kali Yuga, no child will come. No, satsang, no star. Ever sister, make them sit. Let them be part of the culture. Give them something nice for them. Anyway, you are giving nonsense things. Give one more nonsense thing for coming in. Make it part of the culture. And help each other. Why is this a satsang? What you do in a satsang can't be done alone. What you can do to your family, you can't do it alone. You need others to support it. Right from small children to big children. Bring them. They have to come. It's for their benefit. Let them go. Prabhuji, but if they get frustrated, they'll never come. Anyway, they'll not come. Anyway, they'll not come. Do your part. Do your part. Right? I always tell my children, I'm telling you, it's our culture. Sunday evening is our family time in front of God. Culture. Did we all had culture in the past? What culture is left now? What culture is left now? Tell me. At least we are wearing clothes. That one culture is left. What else is left? How many of your children come and touch your feet in the morning? Give me blessings. You touch their feet. Lera Nana. What culture is left? And tomorrow you'll play, Prabhuji, they did not become Christian. Because they did not become Krishna consciousness. You never put your effort. We should look at innovative opportunities to give them some kind of service that they can like. Oh, she's not chanting, is not chanting. Chanting is okay. Chanting they will do when they have to do. There was center cleaning here. Why our children are not there? They would have enthusiastically done center cleaning. Something that they can do together. After that, make nice pizzas and give them. Involve them somehow. No, they will not come. They will not come because you have not involved them. The best of the Matajis have made their children Krishna conscious by involving them in activities. Like when Rath Yatra was happening, our children were doing, this side and that side, they're controlling traffic. They did it. They liked it. They'll remember for the rest of their life. But if you are told, Prabhuji, attend our Rath Yatra, they're gone. That means you have an intention, but there is no action to help them become Krishna conscious. You have already given up. If you have already given up, then it's over. Story over. Finish all day. Story is over. What will happen? You will get initiated or wherever you will go, and then your children will not become Krishna conscious. They might even become ours because now you are not giving them time. My parents always neglected me because all Sundays when I was free, they were going to satsang. Which direction is it going?
Okay, can we make some plan like?
I will not answer. So next week, His Grace Adikeshwar Prabhu and Prem Leela Mataji are coming from Chopati exactly to discuss this topic. Okay. How to become Krishna conscious and how to also make our children Krishna conscious. They have done it in their own life. Their son is a wonderful devotee. And many others in congregation. Some have done some mistakes. Nobody, who doesn't do mistakes? People do mistakes. But how to correct it at least at this point? Right? Don't miss those seminars. Don't miss these seminars. There are going to be 3 seminars given by both of them. Prabhuji is a doctor. Mataji is also a very, very scholarly person. Posters will be made. They will be sent out in the group. There will be 3 seminars. One is in Aparna on Sunday morning. Sunday morning. From timing you have discussed, you have to pick them up from the temple, not from my house. So everyone is open to go there. Not like only Aparna congregation has to go. Prabhuji will float it, I will also put it. Everybody will go to Aparna and attend there. Because many families of Aparna are coming here. I thought, let them come there. Some more who are not coming here might also join and benefit. They are going to speak very practically how to implement Krishna consciousness in our life. And afternoon is very important. I request all unmarried Matajis here, please don't miss this. It's specifically for teenage girls. How to prepare yourself for marriage. And why is marriage important? What is the purpose of marriage? Very practically. And if some Matajis want to attend, you also can attend. So you can train others. She specifically told, I want this because today that is the biggest problem. People don't know why they are getting married. Their expectations are wrong. So many problems are coming. All their marriages should be successful. So I want to take this. She told, I want to take this one. And she's very good at that topic. So I humbly request you can call your friends also. Don't have to say it's a spiritual seminar. It's actually a practical
seminar for anybody who wants to get into Grahastha Ashram, Mataji's specifically. So that will be from 2 to 4 o'clock on Sunday. Sunday morning in Aparna, Chandanagar. Sunday afternoon, 2 to 4 o'clock, specifically for young Matajis. And then Sunday evening, or have also attended. Different topic in the evening. Whole Sunday is devised only to help us. We are not paying them anything for this. They are coming here to help us. So please help them help you. And then Monday morning there is Sakhi Sangha, which all Hyderabad twin cities, they have a whole group, which Mata is going to take Sakhi Sangha here, 10 o'clock here. So that is the plan. And Monday morning I'm planning to take Adikeshwar Prabhu to Statue of Equality. If somebody wants to join, can join. Have a little casual talk with Prabhu. It's a wonderful program. Amazing. Where both of them are handling whole Govardhan Eco Village, Gurukul and administrative systems and so many other things they're handling.
Sunday morning.
Monday morning. I know it's a working day for many, but we'll be free by 12, 1 o'clock max. We'll go in the morning and half day. While Mataji is doing Sakhi Sangha here, we'll take Prabhuji there. And so that is our next week to make sure that, we are all combinedly taking care of our response. Krishna is sending help to us. Krishna is sending help to us to help us do our responsibilities properly. As a parent, as a disciple, right? As a practicing devotee. All 3 ways Krishna is sending help. We have to take this help. I am going to send enthusiastically, cancel any other programs if you have. One Sunday, these kind of Sundays don't come again and again. Take that association. Finish it Saturday evening. And take the association on Sunday. If you have a Sunday morning program, try to push it to Saturday evening if you have to go there. Or if you want to come here Sunday evening, please come. Afternoon from Mataji, please come. So I'll put everything. Lakshmikant Prabhu, I'll take your help for some posters. Quickly we have to do it tomorrow day after and we'll take the counts. Okay? And we also have Chaitanya Charan Prabhu who is coming in January. Yeah, he's coming for almost 14 days. Yeah. But he is on a mission. He is not somebody who comes with sense gratification. So don't start thinking, what should I feed him? I think if I feed him this, he'll be happy. No, he will not be happy. He's a missionary. So he is trying to connect to very, very senior people in different organizations. He recently has written a very nice book called Gita for CEOs. And he wants to promote this book. I humbly request everybody to give an opportunity for Prabhuji to present in your offices. As far as payment is concerned, I will let you know. It's not the important thing. There's minimal, at least they should take his books. If they take his book, that's enough. Right? So try to promote him, reach out to me. If you want to do it in your office, you can just go and tell your boss, or the HR person there, that there's a wonderful saying. I'll give you the brochure, I'll get the brochure, I'll give it to you. Please show that and tell that he has done seminars in many companies, which he did. It will be helpful for the employees and for motivating even the leaders, managers. So please promote. That is also a service. We are making him reach. So from 23rd of Jan to 2nd of February, Prabhuji is here. 2025. 23rd Jan to 2nd of February. Last time Prabhuji was here, he did a seminar in Microsoft, in Salesforce, in Virtusa, in many other companies. ECIL, he did. Sunil Prabhu also arranged for some. So we all can do. Even I did it in my office. Small, big. But try to increase outreach because he has so much to give. He has so much to give. If we become helpful in him giving, Krishna will be pleased and Prabhupada will be pleased. Everything is connected. Don't think it is not service. It's very important service. We all have jobs, so we can use that job in Krishna service. So try to do your best. Okay? So I announced about Adikeshwar Prabhu, Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, And we will have a quarterly yatra, which we have not done. Many quarters have passed, right? So I'm working on it. I'll let you know. Normally, quarterly yatra is go in the morning, come in the night. That's how we are planning it. That's how we'll plan it now also. Okay, because night stay means again the whole thing will start. Maximum 2.5 hours travel in the morning, 2.5 hours travel in the evening. So we'll work that out. We'll make it happen. Okay, so as I told, Srila Prabhupada books distribution will start. And I will tell you the location. You all can come. Even if you stand there for 10 minutes, 10 minutes also matters. Get your books, and stand there and start distributing. Any questions? Hare Krishna. Yes, bro.
Telling about the question you asked, how not to get familiarity.
Oh yeah. I forgot to tell the answer. I think it's already late. We are doing Aarti? That Aarti we every day do. No? Everybody stand? Okay. Yeah. So I'll just answer that question quickly. So how to make sure that we are not developing familiarity towards the seniors? Gaurang Darshan Prabhu told sometimes maintaining distance also matters. Maintain a little distance also matters. Because familiarity definitely comes. That's the nature to bring in familiarity. Little distance, always. Respectful distance. Not only distance by physical way, distance in our speech also. That we are not casually speaking to them again. Right? Yeah, maintaining that little bit of distance matters. And always remember why he is sent into my life. Why that devotee is sent into my life. When we remember these two things, it will be happy. Namaste ऋषिकदेव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रदिकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रदिकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। प्रेम से बोलो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ओम श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय, श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय, पुण्य क्षेत्र वृंदावन धाम की जय, गंगे मैया की जय, यमुने मैया की जय, भक्ति देव की जय, कलियुग पावन तुलसी महारानी की जय, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, ट्रांसजेंडर बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय, ट्रांसजेंडर प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय, निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंद all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti vaishnava vrinda ki jai. Hari Bol. So today is whose birthday? No, bro, my birthday is on Monday. We have
महाप्रसाद
Hey, I put Yamuna Mataji